Well, hello, EV jerks, as well as ice holes. The first rule is that the EV has to be a Tesla. I've had a non-Tesla. Charging infrastructure is way different with that. I'm not including that. Specifically, it has to be a Tesla, and specifically, you have to have level 2 charging available to you at the place where you live, whether it's an apartment, a condo, or your house. You have to have EV charging on site, level 2. With those factors at play, there is no way that you can convince me that I'm inconvenienced more by fueling my Tesla than I am by fueling my gas-powered car. No frickin' way. But first, this is in fact a cat channel, so we're not gonna start the video until Stewie either bites me or licks me. Hey, buddy. We have a lick. Let's see how long it takes to get a bite. And there's a bite. Now, I'm in an interesting position because I have a Tesla as well as a Toyota Highlander. Clearly, this is a rare club. No one possibly could have both. But let's start with the simple stuff. All right, as far as gas, it takes, let's be super fast. I've timed myself. 2 to 3 minutes is about as fast as I can do when paying for it, popping it in, gassing up, and just getting the hell out of there. As fast as I can, 2 to 3 minutes. We also have to consider it takes a little time. You're going out of your way somewhat. Whether you're on the road and you say, hey, there's gas right there, you are getting off. You're going there, and I mean this because you're specifically going to a fuel stop. Even if you're gonna go eat at like a Taco Bell or something, you're gonna go get gas, you're gonna wait there next to the car, then you're gonna pull out, go to Taco Bell, even if it's right next door, and repark there. You're not leaving your car just chilling at the gas pump. Okay, so it's taken more than 2 to 3 minutes. Let's say it's taken like roughly 5 to 7 minutes per stop fueling. Now you also have to take into account, oftentimes you're coming home from work, and instead of just going straight home, you're going to this gas station, or you're getting up earlier in the morning, like, okay, I gotta go to work. I usually leave at like 6:30, but today I gotta leave at like 6:20 because I gotta go get gas. I know I'm on empty. I'm in the garage on empty. Gotta leave early, babe. See ya. Then my wife and I, we estimate, my wife drives the Toyota Highlander, the ICE vehicle. I'm estimating she per month fills up like 3 to 4 times per month, like pretty much once a week. So more or less on average, I'm gonna say like 45 to 55 times per year. Now with my wife, we're gonna have to add another 10 minutes in because every time she fills up, she goes to Costco, and the lines at the Costco gas pump are insane. So on average, this is my ballpark numbers. I just made it even. 50 times per year you're gonna fill up. I'm gonna say it takes about 7 minutes per fill up. This is gonna be 350 minutes. So as an hour value, that's 5 hours and 40 minutes of time. You're just standing next to a pump or you're doing something to fuel up your gas-powered vehicle. And that's gonna be the same whether you're at home or you're out on the road traveling, driving from wherever. All right, let's go talk about the Tesla now. Ooh, the Tesla, you have a Tesla? Oh my God, no one has a Tesla. Okay, I know, Teslas are like a dime a dozen, and there's a reason for it. They're fucking cool. So whether I'm leaving or I'm coming home, I'm never saying, wow, I gotta stop at a gas station. I gotta stop at a supercharger. I never do that when I'm coming home. I never do that when I'm leaving home. Every time I'm leaving with the exact percentage I know I'm gonna use on the battery. Whenever I'm coming home, I don't care as long as I can make it home because I know I'm gonna go to bed, and when I wake up, it's gonna be at 80%, 90%, 100%, whatever I set it to, it's gonna be there by morning. So I'm gonna say at home, the Tesla takes 5 seconds to charge. And here, you go ahead and time it for yourself. First, we gotta scan the sky, make sure that HOA doesn't have any drones in the air today. Looks like we're safe. All right, go ahead and time me. I'm claiming 5 seconds. I also have some obstacles here. You can see the bikes and stuff in the way. Ooh, did it in 4 seconds. Okay, now this is where things get a little crazy. When you start to travel with the Tesla, oh my God, I have it, range anxiety, ah! I totally used to have that, and I am fully over it now. I would always leave the house with some kind of a plan of, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna charge here, I'm gonna charge there, I'm gonna charge there, and it's never, ever worked out that way. Here's what it works out like. I'm traveling, usually it's to a kid's sporting event, and usually it never uses as much charge as I think it's gonna use, but there is always a free charger available, whether I'm going to a hotel, whether I'm going to like a city college, a high school, there's always some charger available. Volta's a big one for always being there. Or you'll just have some, I don't know, some shitter wall outlet, but they're always there, they're always available. And so far, they've always been free. So you might be like, yeah, well, you're not getting a full gas tank. You gotta worry about it. Not really, because like, for example, basketball or baseball, we're talking you're getting there an hour ahead of time to warm up. Then the games are like 2 hours, hour and a half. You're there for like 3 hours. And even if you're on a crapper level 2 charging at the absolute lowest rate, you're getting close to 100 miles of added range simply by being where you're gonna be anyway. Okay, now the most recent trip I took, and it was to San Francisco, which by the way, is the biggest crap hole on the face of the planet. But I'm there and I'm like, dude, I have got to charge. But we're between games and my son's like, man, I'm really hungry, Dad. Let's go eat. So we stop off at the mall. There's tons of places to eat. I plug it into one of their slower chargers. It's like 70, I think it was 74 kilowatts. And as we run into Chick-fil-A, we eat, we come back, and I think I got it all the way up to like 80% or 85%, something like that. On top of that, had I not even done that, the hotel that we happen to be staying at, which is what the team picked, it's not like I picked it for this reason, they have like 20 superchargers available on site. So if I wanted to, I could have parked there. It would have been super convenient.
Oh my God, is that a Cybertruck?
Anyone who likes
a
raw.
That's so raw. Do you think that's Elon
truck.
Musk? Oh, so rad.
Park there while I'm checking in, take the bags up to my room and come back down and then move it to the actual parking lot that's right there on the premises. Now, going back to comparing the two, a gas-powered vehicle versus an electric-powered vehicle. If I'm going out and I'm going to a supercharger per se, it's probably because I've been driving for a good 2.5, 3 hours. So at that point, I gotta pee, and I'm probably hungry to some degree. So if I'm doing this in a gas-powered vehicle, we're gonna go park at the gas station, we're gonna fill up while we're waiting, then we're gonna move the car to a location. That all takes time. Versus Tesla, I'm gonna pull up to a supercharger. I'm not gonna mess with payment. I just plug it in. So that takes no time. And then I'm gonna look around. There's this place, that place, this place, that place. They're almost always within a walking distance. Usually you can find like 4 to 5 different options, all within like right there. You walk away from it, you go do your thing, you eat, you pee, you poop. And then when you get a notice on your phone that it's done, you go back out and head out on your way. You're never really inconvenienced with going to really a different location and having to move the car. I've actually found it to be way more efficient in terms of the use of my time. So let's compare the two. Gas car, you're gonna spend, on average, 5 hours and 40 minutes per year in time it takes to fill up that tank to power that vehicle. And with the Tesla, 5 seconds per home to fill. I'm gonna say per year that on top of the supercharger when I'm traveling, and I have like 21,000 miles on my Tesla at this point. I'm gonna say it's taken me, let me crunch the numbers here, a minute and a half.
Excuse me. Do you have an opinion on this? All right, thank you for your participation.
I don't have an outro, so how about this?